Hi guys, welcome to Chapter 3 Minerals, Section 3-1 Minerals. We've already learned about matter and atoms and compounds. Now we need to start studying about what is a mineral. For something to be classified a mineral, it has to have some very unique characteristics. The first one is that it has to be formed by natural processes and found in nature. It cannot be man-made. So the diamond made in a laboratory may have the same chemical composition as a real one. It's not a mineral. Next, it's got to be an inorganic solid. It can't have anything that's living in it. So limestone, which is often created from the fossils of dead animals, is not a mineral. Minerals also have a very definite chemical composition. In other words, you can write a chemical formula for a mineral. Finally, minerals have an orderly arrangement of atoms, giving it a definite volume and shape. These are known as crystalline solids, or crystals. All minerals are in the shape of some type of crystal. So remember, all minerals are solids, but not all solids are minerals. What are some common examples of minerals? Graphite, that you find in pencil lead, salt, and diamonds. Now let's look a little closer at what crystals are and how they're formed. A crystal is a solid whose atoms are arranged in a pattern that repeats over and over. These patterns are classified into one of 6 systems: hexagonal, cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, or triclinic. If you want to see pictures of what they look like, look at page 64. But they're all pretty much cubes. Now let's examine how these crystals are actually formed. There's really 2 ways that crystals form, either from magma, which is hot molten rock, or from a solution. Let's start with looking at crystals that are formed from a magma. When the magma reaches the Earth's surface, it's going to cool down. The rate of cooling determines the size of the crystals that are formed. If it cools slowly, you'll get large crystals. If it cools quickly, you'll get small crystals. Look at the granite in the picture. You'll see that there are large blobs. Those are crystals that cooled slowly. The smaller specks cooled quickly. Crystals can also form from a solution. In particular, when water evaporates, any minerals that are left join together and form crystals. Take a look at the picture of gypsum below. Halite, or salt, is another example of a mineral that forms from a solution. Supersaturated solutions also can produce crystals. For example, if you take sugar and supersaturate it, dissolving it in water, that means that you've dissolved more sugar than the water can actually hold. Crystals will form if you stick something in. That's what's happening with the rock candy picture on the screen. Finally, we want to figure out what minerals are made of. Well, the Earth's crust is predominantly made of only 8 different types of elements, with the most popular being oxygen and silicon. Therefore, most minerals belong to a group known as silicates, which contain silicon and oxygen. Another popular group of minerals are called carbonates because they contain carbon and oxygen. Just remember, mineral groups are defined and named by what they are made of, their composition. So silicates have silicon and oxygen, carbonates have carbon and oxygen, and other less popular groups are composed of other elements. And this concludes Section 3-1.